There was one day in my senior year of college when I came home to an empty house. Both of my roommates were gone for the weekend. All of my other friends were busy, and I was fresh off a very difficult breakup. I remember just standing there in the doorway, looking at the empty house and wondering if I'm lonely. It felt like such a strange thing to think when you have so many people around you. When you're in college, you're constantly surrounded by other people, yet that can somehow make you feel even more isolated. You look to your left and right, and all you see are overachievers who have their entire lives mapped out ahead of them. Study hard in high school so that you can go to a good college. Study hard in college so that you can get a good internship. Work hard at your internship so that you can finally post that fancy firm on your LinkedIn. Get a job, move to the burbs, retire at 65, and die of mildly high cholesterol, I don't know. And somehow, on top of being cracked academic weapons, these same students also manage to have incredibly hectic social lives where it seems like they're hanging out with new friends every single day. It's so difficult not to feel like I should be comparing myself to these people who have it all figured out. And so I looked at these people and I thought, that's what I need. I feel this grand lack of fulfillment in my life, which means I should be filling up that hole with activities and work and other people just like everyone else. So I remember whenever I would feel this loneliness, I always kept myself busy. I would constantly hang out with friends and never really let myself be alone. And if I couldn't hang out with friends, then I would dive headfirst into studying or extracurriculars or anything else that made it feel like I was doing something with my time. And for a while, it worked. I would fill out my schedule so much that I never even had time to think about where and why I felt this emptiness. So I thought it was gone. I thought that I had figured out the cure, and the cure was to always be busy, to never let myself rest so that I never had time to feel. Well, a couple months of this go by, and shockingly, I found myself in the exact same situation as I did before. There was this one day when I came home from class to an empty house. My roommates were gone for the weekend, all my other friends were busy, and I didn't really have any work to distract myself with. All of a sudden, I'm back there in that doorway looking at this empty house, feeling lonelier than ever. It hit me then that all this time that I had spent trying to fix my problem was meaningless because my treatment was just a distraction from the actual issue. One of my favorite songs of all time is Ribbons by Ryan Beatty. In this song, he opens up about heartbreak and dealing with loneliness. And there's this one lyric that has always stuck with me ever since the first time that I heard it. It goes, "Who's gonna hold you while you sleep? Well, it's brave to be nothing to no one at all." It's brave to be nothing to no one at all is powerful, not because you haven't heard it before, but because it's just so raw. There is a genuine bravery in learning how to navigate a world that insists you can find happiness in other people. Classic romance stories love to show that these deeply flawed characters can only change if they find the right significant other. Movies like The Goonies and Superbad show how friendship can be the answer to all of life's most difficult questions. We love to feel like there are people that are out there for us because it helps us grapple with the fact that we are profoundly insignificant in the grand scheme of things. It's brave to be nothing to no one because everyone craves being something to someone. It's validating to be loved because then you can feel like you're enough. At least for one or two people, you mean something, and that gives you a sense of purpose. Something to live for. But this can be a dangerous mentality because what do you do when you come home and the house is empty and all your friends are busy and you have no work or hobby to occupy your time? Then what? When you're all alone, you have to face the reality that your purpose can't be found in others because then you have a temporary purpose. The moment those people phase out of your life, even if it's only for a weekend, is the moment that you lose your purpose. Bravery in being nothing doesn't mean you have to isolate yourself or feel lonely, but it does mean that you cannot place the burden of purpose on anyone but yourself.
It's brave to be nothing to no one at all. It's out of my hands. What can I tell?